what was your relationship like with Jason Brown?
I just want to say thank you for having me on the show, first and foremost. But my relationship with Coach Brown, he was more or less just like a bigger, older brother to me. We had a great relationship off the field, on the field, and our relationship made it so we can talk to each other like that and we can communicate like that. And sometimes it wasn't always in the best way, and that's what Last Chance U showed. They wanted to show, how we communicated on the field, and it didn't always seem the best. But at the end of the day, off the field, we always used to chop it up, go hang out in the locker room, in the in the film room, go watch film together. And we had that relationship where we can sit down and talk to each other without yelling, I guess.
And so right now, today, you and Jason Brown are still friends? You guys get along?
Yeah, yes, sir, definitely. I mean, I call him all the time. We talk. He tells me he loves me. He's just like another father figure to me. And it just happened to be that he was my coach, and that we had our disagreements, and but at the end of the day, we're a family still.
Take me all the way back to five-star kid coming out of high school, the first or second quarterback in everybody's ratings, goes to Florida State. What happened at Florida State? How did Malik even end up at ICC?
It's a long story, but I'm gonna try to give you the 30-second version. Malik was 17 when he went to Florida State, and I think at Florida State, Malik, I think not the pressure of football, but the pressure of being on his own at 17, 2,000 miles away from home, caused anxiety and things of that nature. People always ask me, well, what happened to Malik at Florida State? Well, he got kicked out of school. Malik didn't get kicked out of Florida State. Let's start there. I want to get rid of some of the rumors. Malik did not get kicked out of Florida State. Jimbo and I had a very good relationship. I think when the season started, we found out Malik's grandmother had cancer. His grandfather had a stroke. Malik's very close to his grandparents. Malik wanted to come home. It's like, no, you got to stay in school. You got to play football. And I think the anxiety of those things, along with now he's in school, now he's vying for a starting position at quarterback. I just think the pressure of those things, not football, those things kind of started the snowball rolling of the anxiety. The anxiety led to, I think, a state of depression, and I think it spiraled out of control at that point. And at that point, around November is when I went down I think I was going to a game or to a practice or something to that effect. And Jimbo and I sat down and talked, and it's like, we gotta figure out what we're gonna, Malik, he's struggling down here. And I made a decision that after seeing him and talking to Jimbo, all right, we got to get him out of here. And
Gotcha.
we did. And that's how he left Florida State.
Are you a helicopter parent? Do you feel like you're putting pressure on Malik to play the game?
It's funny. I'm not sure about which scene you're referring to, but to answer your question, I've heard that comment made about me on several occasions about being a helicopter dad. And I'll be honest with you, I find it amazing that when a black father tries to make sure his son is doing well, and whatever the circumstances are, I don't enable him, but if he needs my help, I'm there for him. Malik bounces things off from me. Dad, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And I give him my opinion. While Malik was in high school, I made the decisions for Malik, consulting him about what he wants to do. Malik, and to go back just a second, Malik got beat up in the media and internet about going to IMG and then leaving IMG. Well, Malik never wanted to go to IMG. Malik and I had a huge fight about going to IMG. He didn't want to leave his friends. He didn't want to, he had just established himself at Westlake. He didn't want to go. I told Malik I think that was his best move football-wise. Jimbo had asked to bring Malik down to IMG. The coach at the time was a FSU guy, recruited Malik to IMG, and Malik fought me tooth and nail. I had to sit down with his mother and say, hey, listen, this is in Malik's best interest. And Malik was 15. 15-year-olds don't make decisions in my household. So I told him, listen, I know you don't want to do this. This is in your best interest. So it didn't work out at IMG because a month later, the head coach was gone. Brought in a new coach who Coach Wright and I, we text each other from time to time. Great guy. Just wasn't what he had went 2,000 miles away to do. So he came back home and left. I don't think I want it more than Malik does. I know the hard work the kid put in. I know how hard he worked. I know the sacrifices he's made to become the number 1 or 2 quarterback in the country out of high school. So, and then I saw the frustration that he went through trying to please everybody. If people remember Malik, during his recruiting process, he shut it down early. He committed to Florida State early, and he told me that, look, shut this down. I don't want to talk to other schools. I'm going to Florida State. I don't want to do the recruiting process no more. So I'm in his, I'm a part of his life, and as his dad, to help